Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
When you last left them, Jane Andrews' trial had begun. Several witnesses were called, such as a security chief, a passenger who had a rather dangerous encounter with the Kroot, and, of course, Susan. And while Magnifico's attempts were quite sound, the boys managed to bounce back in their cross-examination. Can these two manage to win their case? And what witnesses will they call to the stand? Let's find out.
All right, Daniel, I've turned you back on. I think we have our arguments ready.
Yeah, we do. I gotta tell you, though, I'm a little disappointed with the whole recess bit. There wasn't any jungle gyms to get on. There wasn't any balls to play with. There was not even any jacks.
No snacks.
No snacks.
I was expecting at least, maybe a celery dip.
What kind of recess is this? Is this the law that we exist in day to day? It's crazy.
Because I don't want to live in it if it's like this.
I mean, I want to live at least beyond this trial, though, for sure.
I feel like I didn't usually want to play jacks or anything when there'd been recesses in the past. I usually just wanted to play card games and stuff like that, stay inside.
I mean, online games, maybe?
Online card games.
That's where the esports started, huh?
Yeah.
Well, as we know, jacks is a real outdoor sport. You got to really train and get that endurance up to get those jacks before the ball drops.
That hand-eye coordination.
I'm talking about 40K jacks.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Where the ball isn't explosive and the jacks are, still just jacks. They're razor sharp and just shouldn't be handled by any children.
Are you implying there's another way to play jacks?
No. Look, I've been digging into old data slates, and apparently it was a ball before.
Wait, like a ball that explodes?
I mean, we call it a ball now because, of course, it is. But this ball previously was made of, rubber and not explosives? It seems like you don't learn enough lessons
It was a plastic ball, though, right? So it was a plastic explosive.
That's what I assumed, but just looking through the historical archives, I spent a lot of time digging into the background on jacks.
Wait, hold on. You fell down like a 40K Wikipedia hole?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had servitors going out there and fetching every possible book I could find. You know, you just talk to one servitor and you just go, well, what is that servitor going to get me? And you go down the old servitor hole.
Yeah, we might not be using the servitors to the best of. This is maybe what Susan was talking about when he was saying that we waste money.
Okay.
And by we, I mean not me.
This is definitely a point that we do not bring up in our arguments, a wasting of servitors.
I mean, you've won her over at this point, though, right?
You think I've won her over? Wait, you mean as a friend or as
a
really good friend?
I not want to murder you anymore.
Oh, just that? Oh, okay.
Just that.
I mean, I thought I did pretty good in there.
I think she tolerates me, is neutral on Daniel, and may actually kind of be okay with you.
Really? Kind of be okay with me? This is crazy. This is a whole new world. Daniel, give it to me straight. Hair? Looking good? Ears? Even on both sides?
Oh, hey, look, it's Hardin.
Oh, Captain Hardin, how are you doing? Hope you're doing great.
The fanfare is now playing as he. It's a different fanfare than before.
Of course,
as he is descending down. I don't even know if they played a fanfare the first time. We were just more overwhelmed by His Majesty. But to make it bigger now, there's just some beautiful, majestic choral music as he is descending from the ceiling.
Oh yeah, I thought that was just in my mind, but now it's definitely a lot of people are taking notice for sure.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't do it the first time because he never does it the same way twice.
I mean, I hear fanfare every time I see Captain Hardin, but I mean that guy is majestic as hell. So
it's in your heart. I mean,
absolutely.
You just look on His Majesty.
He is my captain and my judge. Hope he's nice.
He is. It's technically a trial by inquisition. He is. In old legal systems, you would call him an inquisitor, but he's not an inquisitor.
Right. We don't want to confuse the.
He's like a lowercase I inquisitor.
Oh well, let's not say that out loud. Let's keep that between us. I don't think we should say Captain Hardin is lowercase anything in front of him.
He's in fact all capital letters.
Absolutely.
The music is finally ended as he is sitting down.
It was a nice medley, though. I will say.
I call this court back to order. Now, defense. Advocatus,
That's where the advocati?
Avocado?
I mean, that sounds right.
Sounds right to me.
No, that's not right. Don't call ourselves an extinct fruit. Vegetable?
Wait, it used to be a fruit?
Man, it sounds delicious.
Guys, I feel like we're about to go down a servitor hole here. We should really focus up.
And
Your
he's
Honor?
gesturing.
Oh.
Go.
It just begins. All right.
We would like to call our first witness, Guybrush Sr.
I think that's a good way to describe him. Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, Guybrush Sr. That makes sense.
All right.
The old one, the one who went through the time stuff.
Guybrush Senior is being brought to the stand. He is looking like he has had a rough couple of days.
He did survive a grenade explosion.
And us. So kudos to him.
Yeah. He is barely patched together. He's maybe not going to be able to talk for too long.
Maybe we should have thought about his health conditions before calling him up. But I feel like he's a team player, right?
No, I feel like this will reflect even further towards our argument.
This is definitely going on his performance review. I mean, above and beyond is what I'm saying. 5 stars.
So, Manbrush.
Yeah?
Would you say that you have mixed feelings about my companion and I?
I don't know what you mean exactly.
Daniel, what do you think he's going for here? This seems wild.
Via your experience with us in an alternate timeline, you would say that you have some trepidation with regards to trusting us implicitly.
Yeah, because I saw both of you murder hundreds of people.
Allegedly murder a bunch of, just wanted to say.
You guys are idiots. I thought, why are we even calling these people to the stand?
Excuse me, Solicitars, this is our witness.
Yeah, let's advocati all up in here, all right?
So, via your experience, you would say that you were in a pretty sticky situation rather recently, weren't you?
Yes, I was doing some investigative work for you two, and I was captured by a murderous cult, and I got almost exploded, and then some Kroot patched me up. It was very scary. Can I go? I just want to sleep.
Just one more question, Manbrush. During that whole ordeal where you were working on our behalf to try and find evidence to help us, and you were rescued by other agents on our behalf, the 2 Kroot, did you hear any of these people who kidnapped you say anything specifically about who they were working for?
Yeah, we were grabbed by these cultists. They were saying something about their master. One of them called him the Mule.
The Mule!
Oh, yeah, baby!
That's rather interesting.
Objection.
Yes, the Mule? Oh, sorry, that's not my... That's how I said I just slipped right out. It's a nickname he has. I'll sit back down.
This witness is totally... He's in the pocket of these... That is enough. Take a seat. You will have your chance to cross-examine him.
Validate the Kroot. Why were they there?
So, why were the Kroot there in the first place, Manbrush?
I don't really know. I think they were looking for something. I didn't really hear too much of what was going on. All I know is we were investigating some stuff about the vault, and then we got knocked over the head and tied up, and then they said they were going to show us to the master, and he would enlighten us, and we would see the truth of the world. I don't know what that meant.
Yeah, the master, enlighten you. The master, referred to as the Mule. That's interesting. You were looking for evidence to prove our innocence, as well as the Kroot, and you all happen to revolve around this cult following the Mule. Now, Manbrush, do you happen to know someone in perhaps the senior staff that's referred to by nickname as the Mule?
I don't. I know it's sort of rude. I know Magnifico. Some people call him the Mule.
Booyah!
That's rather interesting. Thank you, Manbrush.
There is a lot of rumbles in the courtroom as this is being said.
Thank you, Manbrush. You're a witness, Solicitaris.
All right. So, Guybrush, you are been the close associate of the accused. Is that correct? Yeah. And you work closely with Xenos mercenaries on the ship? Yeah, like, occasionally, not that closely, really. So, you would say that you are loyal to Jay and Andrew. You want to help them. In fact, you were helping them. Yeah, I was following orders. Oh, okay, you were following orders. Would you lie? If you were following orders, if you were ordered to lie? I don't really... No, I wouldn't... Okay. Now, was there anyone else who heard the name The Mule? Or is it just what you, a loyal friend of the accused, has heard? Well, the Kroot were there, and the other Guybrush were there. And those are allies of Jay and Andrew. We're friends, I like to kind of think. No further questions.
Rebuttal, Your Honor?
That is not how it works.
I would like to present some evidence to counter the argument of the solicitors.
Then present your evidence. That's how this works.
Okay. Daniel,
I believe in you, buddy. You're doing great.
Daniel, would you like to play back the recording from that entire conversation about the mule?
Guys.
Yeah?
Please don't be mad at me.
Daniel?
Because it's not really my fault.
Daniel?
I can't find any recordings of it.
What are you talking about? You can't find any recordings of it. We were we were there, but you were there with the Kroot?
Yeah, I have the whole thing, but when mule is said, instead there's a bunch of static on my recording.
Dang it, that thing happened to him before when his recording got wiped that first time. Do you think somebody could be potentially, like, remotely, messing with his machine spirit?
Or they put in some kind of algorithm or something. I don't know, but this is bad. I apologize, Your Honor. There's been a technical problem with our evidence. I withdraw my evidence.
Aren't you supposed to be the tech guy?
Well, there seems to be, I don't want to speculate, but some kind of tampering that's been happening recently, so we'll investigate that later.
On your skull? The one that works for you and is your friend? All of your friends. I don't know about this.
Are you on the stand, Magnifico?
Yes, please, Magnifico. I understand that they are accusing you of some heinous crimes, but please, sit down and shut up. Of course, Your Excellency.
Well, buddy, I think you got some good haymakers in there. I think we made some really solid leeway, pathway, forward way. We made some progress.
Well, I have one good witness to call.
Okay, is it Susan? Because I'm ready to get up there and
No,
get back into the
it's not-
cross-examining. I've
it's
been
not
thinking about it.
Susan.
I've got a couple really good questions
You know, if
I
we
want to ask
do
her.
call Susan to the stand, like, she has to answer questions that you ask her.
That's
Well,
true.
no, Daniel.
Oh my God, you're right. She has to be truthful.
Damn-
this is a really good
No,
idea,
it's
Daniel.
It's like
No.
truth or dare, but only truth.
No.
Yes.
Oh my God, no, Daniel. Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who
I
is
just-
that? It's that weird algorithms coming into play.
No, I think Daniel's really onto something. I mean, look, yes, this is our case to keep us alive, but
Jay.
I mean, can we carve out a little
Jay.
bit for?
Jay, I'm going to ask you one question. Would you ask her any question that has to do with the case?
I mean, it's not in my notes right now, but I'm sure I could stick like one in there, right?
No. I meant, would you, percentage-wise, how many of the questions would actually be about the case?
I mean, looking at how long this list is, I'm not good with math, but low percentage.
Okay, no,
because
we're not-
then I can't get to these rest of these questions.
No, we're not calling Susan to the stand.
Do you have any more witnesses or evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. We would like to call Doug Taylor, the security chief, to the stand, please.
He comes on up. He's looking around. Hello again. Hello.
Hello. So, Mr. Taylor, you are the security chief outside of the vault. Is that correct?
I'm the security chief for a lot of parts of the ship, but yes, I'm responsible for the vault.
Okay. And you would have record of all passwords used to access the vault. Is that correct?
I mean, I don't have them with me, but we can, if we pray to the machines there, we can get the access information.
So you would be able to verify whether or not some access information was tampered with or not to access the vault. Is that correct?
I mean, I'm not a tech priest like you, but I'm pretty good at my job. I understand security.
Okay, well, here is the login for the vault previously to when you arrested Jay and I inside the vault. Can you tell us, please, whose login credentials they are?
Where did you get this?
Presenting new evidence, baby!
Where did you get this?
Well, our Kroot that Magnifico was trying to smear obtained it for us.
This looks accurate. Yeah, this has not been tampered with.
And whose ID login would that be?
Oh, I would have to. Oh no, this is a Magnifico's code.
Well, that's rather interesting. And just to confirm, Mr. Taylor, security chief of many areas, including the vault, by your professional opinion, would you qualify that this login code was the exact one used before you and the security team entered the vault to arrest Jay and I?
Yes. This was the last login into the vault.
That's rather interesting. Thank you, sir. No more questions.
Kaboom!
Could you shut up?
No.
I have tried for
I
so
don't
many years.
I don't understand why they get two. Mr. Taylor. Yeah? Are you a tech priest? No, I'm not a tech priest. I say that not to criticize you. I just want to establish your credentials. You are not a tech priest. You are not trained to understand the machine spirits that guard the vault. Is that correct? I mean, I understand them pretty well, but no, I'm not a trained tech priest. So you could be mistaken. They could have been. You were not 100% sure of everything that you just said. Well, no, I'm pretty sure of what I just. But you were not trained in those matters.
Objection, Your Honor. Asked and answered, he already stated he is not a tech priest, but in fact an expert in his field and is the security chief around the vault.
We trust him!
Sustained. Magnifico. Continue. No further questions.
Well, we have one more witness to call.
Susan.
It's an interesting one.
Susan, fingers crossed, Susan.
We would like to call Matt Morwood to the stand, please.
Huh? Matt Morwood? Oh, right. We talked about this, didn't we? I think I had a plan for this. See, this was going to be my witness, right?
This is your witness, Jay.
Right, okay. I had
This
notes
is your
here
moment.
somewhere. Yeah.
Your non-Susan moment.
somewhere.
But channel it.
It's
channel the Susan.
deep in these notes.
No, don't think about him as Susan. Like, I feel like that's a dangerous territory to go down, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but could treat the witness as hostile? Slap him around?
Well, no.
Oh.
No. Just ride on the high of maybe being tolerable to Susan and figure out a way to get this guy to show the technology and stuff.
Okay. I think I got this. I think I can do this. If I can nail this, Susan will be pretty darn impressed.
Yeah. Use that.
Maybe you could. No, never. You could.
No, Daniel. All suggestions are welcome. I'm riding high right now. Let's do this, buddy.
I was going to make a dirty joke. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, that's not the place here in this court of law.
You said you were going to nail it. And there's a
hey,
thing.
I do appreciate some of that sometimes, but hey, let's be respectful, all right? She's a very nice lady. Now, I'm going to channel this energy and crush it.
Yeah.
Are you going to call a witness?
I have called a witness. I mean, he did, but I am speaking to him because I have the notes right here. Oh,
off to a good start.
Yes,
Okay.
he is here, but you're just talking to each other and not the witness.
Oh no! I've got my questions right. Right. Oh, here we go. Something like that. Okay, that could work. All right. Yep, I'm ready to go. So I stand up and I'm trying to just get into a focused mindset. No pressure. Man, I mean, I gotta be so impressive. Here we go. Okay, questions for Matt. Matt, hey, nice to see you again, buddy. Remember you were saying mean stuff about us a few minutes ago. That's not in question here. But thank you for coming up to the stand and here to answer my questions. Sound good?
Yeah, let's get this done with.
Alrighty.
Before you sick your Kroot on me.
Oh, we would never do that. I had no idea that they were doing it. I mean, from the evidence presented, it sounded like you were doing some nefarious stuff, but that's not what we're here
You
to
can't
talk
even
about, Matt.
control your Kroot?
Good sir.
He can't even control his need for plasma guns.
I would never try to control a Kroot because I know what I'm doing. Anyways, I am here to ask you a couple questions, Matt. Very, very easy. Now, quick question. Why do you think Magnifico selected you to come up and talk about us previously?
Because I was harassed and threatened by mercenaries in your employ.
Okay, but why pick you? I mean, you could be lying.
I'm not.
Oh, so you're saying Magnifico trusts you?
I guess.
Okay, so Magnifico trusts you, and I would say to a certain extent, Matt, that I also trust you as being another member of the executive staff. And why would people trust you, Matt? What is your specialty?
I know about explosives and other sorts of detonators and technology like that.
Okay, that's interesting. So you are an expert in detonations and technologies to review, report on, build. Is that what I'm assuming?
Yes, I learned how to do that. I was a miner at one point. We used mining explosives, and I've learned from there.
Here it comes.
Objection! Relevance!
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Watch yourself, advocatus.
Yes, my apologies. Back on topic, and this is relevant. So, to confirm, Matt, you are an expert in mining explosives specifically, it sounds like.
I mean, I've learned lots of other explosives as well. You learn on the job.
And it's relevant to this case because the technology used was a type of teleportation, almost mining equipment type. I'm sorry, I'm a big old dummy. I don't understand this stuff, but could you clear
What
up?
technology? What are you talking about?
Well, if I understand correctly, the Kroot who visited you, and it sounds like it went really poorly, and I apologize for that. They presented you with some evidence, and it kind of got around the ship that some mining technology was used to displace this wealth, everything that was in the vault.
They said a lot of things.
I'm sorry, Matt. Direct yes or no. Was the technology assumed to be by the court and the residue that you basically ran an analysis on, is that teleportation technology? Maybe something similar to what we saw on a previous planet with Brombies? That's the technical word, right?
Except for a second.
Except for a secondus.
Yeah.
What the Kroot presented me did have similarities to teleportation detonators used by the serrated quarry.
Okay, interesting. Serrated quarry. All right, interesting. Well, Matt, now what I want to share with you here is some evidence that you actually analyzed with this. In fact, this is the evidence that it seems the Kroot brought to you that you kind of reverse engineered into this teleportarium scanner thing, is what I understand. Can you verify that this is actually the residue that we were talking about?
What do you... I didn't even really follow what you were saying. What?
What I'm saying is this residue here that I put down in front of you in this nice little petri dish, this was the residue that the Kroot brought to you to analyze and reverse engineer into the reason why they, it sounds like, got into a little bit of a scuffle with you is they asked for something and there might have been a, quid pro quo and how to get it. It doesn't matter what materialized, but what turns out is you made a device for them. Is that correct?
Yes, And he's like looking over at Magnifico a little bit, but then looking back at you. I did help them create a thing that would scan for teleport detonator residue.
Okay. So, and to confirm, how this would work is this was installed in Daniel. Daniel, do you mind coming over here for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Now, this was installed in Daniel, and what Daniel would do is, I guess, scan something, and it would highlight, right, if it had this residue on it?
Yes, that was the whole idea. I helped develop it, and
Interesting. Okay. I'm just going to tilt Daniel down here. And Daniel, I'm going to switch you on. Hope you don't mind, buddy.
Oh, yeah. No, it's good.
Oh, wow. Okay, look at that. I've switched him on, and that residue in that Petri dish looks like it's highlighted, wouldn't you say?
Glowing.
Objection! How do we know that this Petri dish evidence is actually from the crime scene?
Well, we went through the proper chain of custody when it comes to evidence. It's Kroot chain of custody.
Yeah, I mean, that's only proper Magnifico.
Yeah, it had quite a bit of blood on it, but that's how you really know it's real.
It was collected by their Kroot allies?
But, to be fair, look, Matt, you can confirm. Great question, Magnifico, by the way. Can't ask those while we're doing this, but I approve the effort. Matt, but to confirm, this, whatever I have here, is a residue from the it is scanning appropriately, right? You can see the output on Daniel right now.
Yes, that is. I don't know where that came from. The Kroot brought it. I don't know if it came from the vault, but that definitely is evidence of, if it's glowing like that, that is teleport detonator residue.
Okay, and as you surmised and others here have surmised, is that we probably used this teleportation device that we got off of Sephorus Secondus, my apologies.
Yeah, because you guys worked with the serrated quarry, right? Isn't your old boss the boss of the serrated quarry?
We definitely didn't work with the serrated quarry. Look, it's a whole long story, but that's not what I'm asking here, Matt. To confirm that you surmise that this is probably the best way someone might have removed all that stuff out of the vault, whether that was us or someone else, correct?
Yeah, and it was you.
That's just an opinion. Now, Matt, so we've confirmed that this actually does scan for this teleportation stuff, correct?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, well, I'm sorry, I stepped in front of it for a moment. Oh, that's weird. Huh. I'm not lighting up like that Petri dish
Wait, hold on,
substance.
hold on. That's odd. Neither am I.
Oh, weird. That's so strange. But I mean, clearly that residue is lighting up, but we're not lighting up. Now, that just seems odd.
I mean,
now
you don't think.
that it couldn't be us? That's strange. But look, here we go. Now, we've got friends, right? Matt Morwood? We've got friends that Magnifico has indicated. We've got Kroot working for us. We've got the Guidebrushes working with us. And clearly we probably could have gotten someone else to do it, correct?
Yeah. Just because you don't have the teleport residue on you doesn't mean that you didn't use it. In fact, you're a psyker. Maybe you did something to it to make it disappear.
You're right. And Magnifico, I'm doing some work for you here, buddy. I can't believe I tripped on myself on this one. Yeah, I guess we could have done that. So I'll just shut this off now. Daniel, I'm just going to turn you off here. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I point Daniel and the light, the scanner on him at Magnifico.
Magnifico lights up like a Yuletide tree.
Oh, boy! What a surprise!
Interesting.
Oh, my goodness. Well, Matt, thank you so much for your time.
Objection!
Your Excellency, I have no more questions. And I turn off the little filter on you, Daniel. Let me just hold on. It's got to be one of these buttons, right? Here, let me just switch it off.
Oh, hello there. It is I, the Imperial Scribe, just jumping in here to remind you of our Patreon. You see, it's been well over a year since we've kicked it off, and with a new bonus adventure releasing every month, the Patreon is currently packed with over 12 hours of audio content, plus outtakes and GM notes from our favorite Servo Skull. So, if you'd like to hear bonus misadventures of the boys, follow Kevin Kevinson on an exciting new adventure, or even catch what I assume is the first ever Grimdark Battle of the Bands, head on over to Patreon and check it out. Now with that out of the way, I'll switch you back to Daniel. Here we go.
Hey, Daniel, sorry, I just switched you back on. I accidentally turned you off completely. You okay, buddy?
Yeah, but Magnifico looks pissed.
Yeah, he does. I think we did pretty good.
Damn. I mean, you nailed the points in pretty handedly, although I don't see Susan, so...
I was just going to ask, is she here? Did you see any of that go down? I mean, to be honest, I don't remember most of the things I said. I think I might have blacked out a little bit, but it was good, right?
I mean,
he seems really pissed.
You definitely went on for a bit, but you definitely made him fall into his own trap, kind of.
Nice.
It was our trap, I guess.
That was the intention. Now, how many questions did I ask about Susan? I didn't roll into those notes, did I?
No, you thankfully did not ask any questions about Susan to someone else, in fact.
Oh, good. Good.
Magnifico was sort of stunned for a moment, but he's standing up. He's standing up straight up to his full 4 feet in height, and he steps forward. Mr. Morwood, you installed that scanner into their servo skull. That servo skull right there. Is that correct? Yeah, I helped install it for the Kroot. Excellent. And have you been watching that servo skull the entire time ever since then? No, I went other places. So, the device could have been manipulated since then. Is that correct? Yeah, definitely. They could have manipulated it. No further questions.
That was a little. I don't know. I feel like we really nailed it, but he's really trying to put that vague you don't know kind of crap out there. But well, you know what he's not doing? He's not proving conclusively that we did anything.
Yeah,
And to be fair, we already scanned like the teleportation residue like in the first place.
Yeah, we
and he
showed
said
that it worked. So
You know,
I mean,
I feel this is very strange because I scanned some old data slates of like courtrooms, and usually the defense is the ones that rules or goes for reasonable doubt, and he's kind of doing it.
yeah, it's nice. We shouldn't.
Yeah, he's
stop
on
him.
like his back foot here. Like
Yeah, he's going for reasonable doubt for generally. Like that's not proving his point. So let's keep out of this.
Do you have any more witnesses or evidence to present?
I mean, do we want to call Susan up now?
No,
I mean, 'cause
we're
now
not
it could be the
call- we're
time.
not
Just one
calling
extra
Susan.
one.
Now would be the time to call up Susan. Like,
Okay, it's not going to help the case.
but you're no fun.
We're talking about our lives on the line here, Daniel.
Your lives.
What makes you think you won't get tied into this? He was just talking about manipulation towards you. Also, you're not off the hook, buddy. I mean,
They don't like put the las gun in jail when somebody murders somebody with the las
Daniel,
gun.
you're much more than a lasgun. Look, in another part of the universe, you're taking over an entire sector of space, buddy.
Yeah.
You gotta give yourself more credit.
Man, I hope that doesn't come back someday.
Yeah, I really hope it doesn't. I mean, we just literally left.
You're
so-
already erasing evidence, so I mean, it's a slippery slope, man.
Yeah, I still don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, we gotta figure out how someone's able to tamper with your evidence like that. That's really strange.
It is the second time, and I feel like somehow we didn't find it the first time.
Maybe Magnifico has something. I mean, he's got like this kind of weird psychic powers stuff.
That's my wondering. Could he be doing it psychically?
Maybe we should investigate that for sure.
Do you have any more witnesses or evidence?
Apologies, Your Honor, Your Excellency. We rest our case.
We do. We feel pretty good about it.
All right. Well, Solicitores, your closing statement. This trial is a farce. We all know what has happened. We have had evidence. These two and their servo skull companion were found at the crime scene. They were seen entering the crime scene and have the only evidence that they have found to protect themselves has been through their thugs, their alien thugs that have been harassing innocent members of this ship. All evidence that they have presented is purely conjecture. That's not the word. It's bad evidence. It's my point. It's bad. The evidence is bad. It's not conclusive evidence. And what is conclusive is they were found there. And Your Honor, Your Excellency, Your Lordship, Your Worship, just kill them, okay? Actually, no. Torture them and find the treasure. But, they're bad. They're going around killing people on the crew. You heard them say that they've lost you tons of money. They're bad. They're bad people. Ah! You know what's right. They're bad. And he sits down.
Ooh, he kind of went a little bit off the rails there.
He was a lot more collected at the beginning of this
Yeah,
trial.
he was definitely on the edge. I think we got him on the ropes. I think it's time to throw a couple haymakers and shut this thing down.
Well, I think I can start us off.
You want to do it?
I think I can do it.
All right. I advocate the advocati to you.
So avocado. Your Honor, Your Excellency, Your Worship, as he so boldly put. In fact, his argument is the one that's full of holes. Ironically, as the solicitaris, it's on him, it's due to him to prove without a reasonable doubt, through evidence and witnesses, that we are in fact the guilty party here. But instead, the exact opposite has happened. Every witness he's put on the stand has either been questionable, not counting Susan, who answered most admirably.
Thank you for that one note. Thank you.
But one of his witnesses, who we cross-examined, was trying to, what's the word? Illegally obtain a plasma gun through blackmail, one might say.
Don't blackmail a Kroot, baby!
And the other witnesses, besides Susan, that he had presented, in fact, proved beyond a reasonable doubt through the evidence that we presented that his argument has no standing.
Does he know that reasonable doubt isn't a thing in...
I don't think he knows that, but it's totally fine.
It's like that's like a thing where you like presume people are innocent. Like,
yeah, and I know that doesn't happen
That's
here.
not really a thing, but it's fine. I think he's on a roll. He's doing better than Magnifico.
He's doing great.
Okay.
He's doing great.
Okay.
Clearly, the evidence shows that the treasure was misplaced by technology that, though through general association we were near, but had no interaction with directly, and shows that the solicitaris, in fact, is coded in. And the evidence shows that in order to access the vault itself, the key used was the solicitaris. Ironically, that person was the one who, in fact, then trapped the two of us in the vault, only to open it later as savior and arresting party.
Seems real convenient.
Your Honor, it's clear to the advocati, and it should be clear to the court, that we were put into a situation in which we could be framed. All the evidence has shown that, in fact, the solicitaris, Magnifico, nicknamed the Mule, is the one that, in fact, put all of the incriminating evidence into place. Jay, would you like to add?
Yeah, I've just got one little thing, and I stand up and stretch a little bit, walk around, pace for a second. Just one small thing. If the solicitaris's accusation is accurate, what you are all led to believe is that throughout the course of this case, Magnifico has clearly stated that we are idiots, that we are aggressive, that we are reckless. We employ Kroot Xenos creatures running about, attacking innocent people on the ship, and yet, somehow, while in jail, we managed to orchestrate a perfect heist on this ship. Not only have we executed a perfect heist, but in the days that we have been imprisoned in preparation for this court hearing, nobody has yet to locate this treasure. It seems that in all of our history, while we are resourceful when we're in a pinch, and we can make friends and bridge across different alien species with Kroot and with time-traveling badasses like Manbrush over there. Yeah, buddy, we do like you. We're going to get you medical help, I promise. Yes, we do those things. And yes, we have, even according to Susan, Hardin, your lordship, your excellency, your most trusted business advisor would even attest that, to some extent, we have really made good on our investment so far. Have we cost a little extra money? Yes. Have we not done it the ways that other people would prefer? Most likely. But have we nailed it, the result, every time? Absolutely. So, are we a good investment? Yes. Do we do things recklessly? Sure. Does that mean we could have orchestrated this heist?
Hell no.
And if so, Your Excellency, if we were this good, I would start to question some of the other executive staff as to why they couldn't locate this hidden treasure over these days. That seems like a real missed opportunity, unless, of course, they were looking in the wrong place. And I look out to all of, like, the executive staff, the witnesses, the people in, like, senior security positions, because it seems that unless, and I'm looking at all of them, unless the entire executive staff and security on this ship are completely so inept that the two of us, idiot, reckless morons who are friends with Xenos, could have hidden this from them for so many days, I'm trusting in your crew, Captain Harden. I'm trusting that these men and women are incredible, excellent security officers, weird people interested in plasma guns, but also good with mining explosive tech, great, beautiful business people who deserve more, and others that you've employed are actually incredible at their jobs. They just, well, were obfuscated by the truth by some nefarious person that might have misled everyone here, despite their best intentions. And that, Your Honor, is all we have to say. Daniel, hit the fire extinguisher. Hit the fire extinguisher. It'll be
Are you
cool.
sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
do it right now. Yeah. Sorry about that. That's wow, it got everywhere.
It does not come out easily.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Your Excellency.
I'm not sure why you did that. But
Effect. It was for effect, right?
I will now consider. It shouldn't take long. And he puts his hand to his chin and like strokes his beard a little bit. This is the part where you're going to need to roll to figure out.
Oh, come on, really?
This is a role-playing game.
Our arguments were so good.
They were good, but you do have to roll. The fact that they were so good means your check will not be as high, but you still have to roll to convince them. This isn't about truth, and it isn't about reasonable doubt. It's about whether you convince one guy not to kill you.
That's very true. Andrew, do you want to roll first, I guess?
I mean, I'm going to assist.
Okay.
So since I only have, a powerful 1 wrath die is my only roll.
Because you only have a 1 in persuasion?
I am not the most charismatic person.
We'll just see if you succeed or not.
Oh, we're putting it all
Just
down
a
to
single
1
die
die
roll.
roll.
Well, no, not the whole thing, but your assist, if it helps.
Yeah, there's no difficulty on, like, you just have the 1.
If
like,
I roll a 6, does it just, auto happen?
just roll.
Nothing significant.
At least it wasn't a 1. It wasn't a 1.
one.
That's all that really matters.
It's fine. You all of the evidence that you presented was good, but your charisma is not the thing that's winning people over. Your fellowship, your persuasion skill is not the trick here.
All right, what's my difficulty here?
Your difficulty is going to be without his assist, but with all of the great evidence you projected and Magnifico losing his mind.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficulty 5.
Whew. Still tough. I've got
got
8
this.
on persuasion.
I'm
Here
not
we go.
helpful,
You
but
got
you got
this. This is fun. Also, if there's ever been a time to use your glory.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm gonna use my glory. Is it Wrath?
Or is it?
Wrath the reroll dice.
I think
It's
it's
wrath to
wrath.
reroll dice. Excuse me.
So I'm gonna reroll 4 of these dice. And with that, I do succeed, and I can push a 6.
Neat.
But
Yes.
You
I
did
got
not.
one of my wrath
You
die.
did not.
How? How?
You rolled once this entire session.
I got a 1. Why? Why? Why, universe?
Jay, take a lap.
You didn't succeed either, Andrew.
I didn't roll a 1 though.
You rolled a 2.
Yeah, but it's double a 1.
Look, technically, I succeed, all right?
You do succeed.
Just something bad happens.
Oh, I know what bad happens.
I gotta clean up all that fire extinguisher fluid?
You were going to have to do that either way.
Yeah, I know.
If Harden hadn't been here, you probably could have pawned it off on somebody, but Harden's going to make you clean it up.
Fair.
I have reached my decision. It's a pretty straightforward case. Guards, security,
Oh no.
I need you to arrest, torture,
Oh,
interrogate, interrogate.
Oh no.
man, interrogate after torture.
I think the interrogation is the torture.
Oh, okay. Well, at least it's one less step.
And then execute
Well, it was fun.
Magnifico.
We did it? We won? We won the case! And you're fucked! Yes!
What? What are you talking about?
Oh man.
You have ruined everything.
What have we ruined, buddy? Is it your life?
Wait.
Because it's about to end.
Wait, are we fucked?
What do you mean?
No, he's fucked.
He is fucked.
No, you're fucked.
Whoa, his voice changed.
Whoa.
Magnifico is starting to float off of the ground. His eyes are starting to glow purple.
Hey, if anybody was questioning at all if he was definitely guilty, I mean, come on, floating guy.
Super evil.
Shoot him!
We don't have our weapons. If we had our weapons.
Several of the guards start shooting at him, except there are other guards whose eyes start glowing purple as well, start shooting the people whose eyes are not glowing purple.
Oh, no. So we've got like an insurrection going in here.
Minions, it is time.
I feel like this isn't the time to say I told you so, but like we
did.
We totally told you so.
This is the rub-in moment.
Oh, man.
Your master commands you. So he was already going to put his plan into motion as soon as he was accused. But the one you rolled on his wrath die means that his followers are not just shooting everybody. You are noticing that his followers are seeming to grow something on themselves as well as him.
What?
Oh, no.
Grow stuff?
They are being covered in rocks and stone.
Oh, my God.
No.
Rombies again? Rombies, Andrew.
Flashback. These are not good flashbacks.
Damn it.
And a voice speaks through Magnifico. Did you forget about me, boys?
What was that?
Gozer.
Oh, fuck.
Thanks for listening to this grimdark tale. Although it seems our boys may have won their case, it appears a dark god may have other plans. Maybe you've heard of him? Gozer, the supposed chaos god of architecture? Whether he's a real god or not, that threat seems real enough. Can these two hope to survive? Tune in next time to find out. Special thanks to Daniel Fernandez for inserting his soul into a servo skull and helping these two as Game Master. And if you've enjoyed this episode, why not leave us a rating and review on iTunes? It would be most appreciated. And if you're looking for other podcasts, why not check out Friday Night Quests, a podcast much like Wrath and Story, but set in the fantastical and equally hilarious world of Dungeons & Dragons. There you may recognize the familiar voice of Jay Jones, and occasionally you'll hear Andrew and Daniel drop by the show as well, along with many more ridiculous and wonderful characters. Definitely check it out. Our theme song was composed by Kyle Fryer. You can check out his music on SoundCloud. Of course, you can always follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, all at Partial Arc. And if you have any questions for Daniel and the boys, send them an email at wrathandstory@gmail.com. That's with the "and" spelled out. We may even answer them on one of our next episodes, so stay tuned. Until next time, goodbye.